What is going on, Guardians, and welcome back to another Destiny gameplay video. Hey, in this video I'm going to be talking about sort of my opinions on where we are in the Crucible right now, like with the Sandbox. Do we need a change? Are we due for a Sandbox update, especially now with the dawning coming out this afternoon or morning, wherever you are, or even, I don't know where you are, what time it comes out. For me, it's in the afternoon. But are we due for a Sandbox update? I think the undeniable answer to that question is yes. It is time. We are due. We are definitely due for a Sandbox update. Now, we don't have any confirmed update coming our way today. We don't have any confirmed update coming our way at all. We have zilch, no info, none whatsoever. And in my opinion, that's kind of something we should have. I think, a couple of things here. First and foremost, I hope that it's not a thing where it's like this is a sort of pessimistic approach, I suppose. I hope it's not a scenario where it's like, let's put SRL out there and the dawning event, and then once people play that and the hype dies down, then we'll introduce this patch that we've got and keep the hype going. I hope that's not it. I think from a business perspective, that's not a bad approach, because obviously you're trying to maximize time for your content. But I think from yes, Bungie is a business, but at the same time they have a community that they manage, a community that is very dynamic and supportive, and I don't think you want to take advantage of them. So that's a pessimistic approach. That's not, I didn't say that's what they are doing. I said that is just one approach that they could have. I hope that is not it. I honestly don't expect that to be their motivation, but it's certainly possible. It's certainly a plausible option. But another possibility is that Bungie in the past has said, hey, you know what, we just don't like making promises we're not sure we're going to keep. So they tend to keep what they've got going on under wraps. And I understand that and I respect that. I think it's important not to overextend. We've seen with things like No Man's Sky, the huge damage that can happen when you make promises before they're carried out. So I understand being cautious in that regard. But I think there's a difference between saying, hey, community, we're looking at making hand cannons more consistently accurate and making the bullets go where you want them to go. I think there's a difference between saying that could be an overextension, maybe a promise you can't follow through on. There's a difference between saying that and saying, hey, we're going to shock the meta, we're going to shake up the sandbox a little bit in the near future, stand by for more details. That's a promise you can live up to, because we know they can manipulate the game, make some changes. They've got a team that does that. They've got a team on that. So they've got that Sandbox team. Just say they are working. They're putting in hours. Our Sandbox team is working 40 hours a week a person right now. There are changes that will happen. That's not making any kind of a dramatic promise, but it's something that lets the community know, hey, there's going to be changes. We got an update on the horizon, something to look forward to, gives them a hope, and it even increases positive criticism and feedback. Because when you say our Sandbox team is working on an update, people are like, oh, hey, make sure you slip this in here. Oh, by the way, if you're working on it, then consider this, think about this. So it even opens up those feedback channels even more. So I think that it's really important to have just a little bit of communication, a little bit more communication from their side when it comes to Sandbox changes. That's my opinion. Don't hear that as me bashing the community team. I'll be quite honest. I am not on the hate the Bungie community team bandwagon that sometimes goes around. I'm a huge fan of the way that Urk and Deej and Cosmo have conducted themselves. They are not 100% perfect, flawless, in my opinion, in the way that they've handled everything, but no one is. I think that we're pretty spoiled in this community with the amount of attention that they give to us directly. Last night I'm playing Trials of Osiris. I pull up my team, or I just pull up my friends list, my roster there, in the start menu. while I'm in orbit, and I say, hey, Cosmo and Deej are playing with some friends of mine, playing some Rift. It's like, you know what? They're out there, they're interacting, they're playing, they're talking, they're having conversations, you know. And Urk is a consistent player of the game. I see Urk playing. He does the raids with his raid crew, and some of the guys even from Resolute involved in that. So they're out there. They're active. They're constantly having those conversations and receiving feedback and doing it gracefully. You know, it's really easy. We have a very passionate community here in the Destiny community. Sometimes passion translates into something that's a little abrasive, and they respond to it. They always respond to that abrasion very gracefully. You know, so I'm not on the hate the community team bandwagon at all. I'm huge supporters of them. But one thing, area of improvement, I would say, just give us a little bit of tease. I mean, you don't have to make promises that you can't keep. You don't have to overextend yourself. But just say, hey, Sandbox team is working. Expect a bit of a change in the near future. So that would be one thing that I would say. We need a timeline at least of something. Hey, sometime soon. Another thing I would say, with a Sandbox update, we really need some weapon tuning. You know, I don't think that perfect balance is always what you want. It's not always what you're after. Perfect balance sometimes waters things down and makes it boring to play. We just need a new meta. I mean, if we get a Sandbox update and it's suddenly a hard light Monte Carlo meta, and those things are way more powerful than other typical primers, you know, I don't even care. I'm not even mad. It's a new meta. It's fun. It's different. Let's shake it up, you know. And I think we need some subclass tweaks as well. We got the matchmaking changes. I think a Sandbox update, in my opinion, is more important than the matchmaking changes. But we got those first, and that's just my opinion. But not a hill I would die on. Anyway, so a little bit of subclass tweaks. Maybe we get a new hammer meta, or you know, rebuff the gunslingers. I don't know, but that's sort of my opinion on this. I think we're due for a Sandbox update. I'd love a little bit of communication, open lines of feedback. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. What would you like to see? Do you think we're due for a meta shift, or are you really digging this one? Let me know. I'd be interested to read. Thanks, guys. I'll catch you in the Crucible.